modified tour. I tell you, his son Steve Reddick is here tonight, a good friend of mine. I remember one of the best pictures I ever saw of Gary Steve had was a picture of Gary Reddick coming out in front of the field at the Daytona Speedway in a NASCAR modified. 7 years ago today, we lost the great Gary Reddick, driver of the V3, one of the best to ever saddle up out of the North Country, a legend in dirt track and asphalt racing here in northern New York. So the Whitesboro Claw Shop Dirt Car 358 Modifieds making their way out onto the Speedway for their 25 lap feature here tonight.
23 cars.
Everybody makes the ball. We get ready to turn them loose in just a couple of laps. Let me give you the starting lineup here tonight. Inside row number 1, driver of the number 26. That is Mike Mandigo. He'll go off in the front of the field. Preston Forbes, number 45R, will be to the outside. Cameron Black's number 23L and Andy Howard's 21H make up row number 2. Row number 3, that will be the 29JH of Joel Hall, and on the outside, there'll be Lance Willicks in the number 31. Deshaun Shaw, number 7S, and Jordan McCready's 28 make up row number 4. Row number 5 to the inside, it'll be Jackson Gill in the number 60. Outside him, that'll be Dylan Zacharias in the 27Z. The 9 of Tyler Meeks and the 18W of Scott Webb make up row number 6. Row number 7 to the inside, Tim Fuller, the number 19. Outside him will be the 39 of Ryan Bartlett. Billy Dunn, the number 49, will start inside row number 8. Outside will be Jeff Sykes in the 29J. Row number 9, Max Walker, number 21R. James Rushton, the 21R, be on the outside. Row number 10, Dan Bouchard's number 36B, and Luke Fuller in the 74. The 11th row, the 34 of George Foley, and Tommy Jock Jr.'s 31. Row number 12, Larry Mulling, the 1, Derek Webb, the 66. Nick Webb's number 27, and George Stanford in row number 13. Green flag in the
Yellow, turn 4, debris.
Mike caution flag is out on the Speedway. Caution flag out on the racetrack. They had debris on the outside of turn number 4. The reason for the yellow flag, this is going to tighten things up. Mike Mandigo had about a half a second lead over the field. Right behind him, Preston Forbes and Cameron Black have been in a battle with each other. Lance Willicks, 4th, 5th is Jordan McCready. Tim Fuller has moved up to the number 6 spot. Fuller started back in the spot number 13. He's improved, almost doubled his positions here in the early going of this modified feature. Modified to get brought to you by Whitesboro Plow Shop of Watertown.
go. There's more to go.
So the caution for debris up in turn at number 4. Once again, so the yellow flag, maybe 5 laps complete here in the Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358 modified feature tonight from the Canadian Speedway in LaFargeville, New York. I want to thank you for joining us here on DirtTrackDigest.tv. Pam Frazier, Mike Frazier in the house, bringing you all the racing action. My name is Jeff Barrett. We're glad you could join us here tonight as the field continues to circulate under caution. Mike Mandigo got a great start. Started out in front of the field. He's been able to jump out to the advantage and hold the field off through the early going of this modified feature. We said one guy on the move has been Tim Fuller. Started 13th. He's up to 6th. Jordan McCready started in the number 8 spot. He's picked up a few spots. He'll get to 5th. Lance Williams picking up 2 spots on the way as well as the field gets doubled up one more time behind the Bob Johnson Auto Group Canadian Speedway pace truck over in turn number 3 and 4. Looks like Michael Clare is going to pull the white flag out. He'll show the field when they come by. Next time around, we'll get ready to go to green.
Yeah.
Jackson Gill, the number 60 machine, he's picked up a couple of spots here in the early going. Started 9th, he's up to 7th. There's a couple of guys who are starting to work their way up through some of the traffic. Timmy Fuller, as we said, 13th to 6th. Billy Dunn started 15th. Dunn up to the 9th spot right now. So your points leader coming into tonight's racing action by a couple of points in front of Tim Fuller, trying to close that gap as we begin to run towards the end of our racing season. Hard to believe we're already into August here. Track safety lights going up. Field doubled up one more time behind the Bob Johnson Auto Group pace truck. Tom Martin will drive that this time on the top side of the speedway. We'll get ready to fire him back up once again. So 26 small block modifieds answering the call here tonight as we go back to green off turn number 4. He got by Lance Willis on that restart, and now he'll try to split the distance, battling for spot number 2. Fuller's going to go right through the middle of the number 45.
Yellow.
Down the back stretch, Manuel's going to get a good run down the back stretch. Fuller holding on to the second line. Yellow flag is back out on the speedway. We got a car parked right here on the front stretch. That is the 36B. Of Dan Bouchard. Bouchard got turned around in the Blevins Ford M&M trucking ride. He'll get his players right back up and race around to the back of the field. The caution flag did wave. Caution flag coming up once again. 6 laps are in the book. 19 more to go here for the Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358 small block modified. Again, we got to thank all our great sponsors here tonight. Snides Towing and Plowing and Landscaping in Watertown. Lakeside Outdoor Property Services, also out of Watertown. The good folks of Rusty Johnson Masonry in Clayton, New York, and Watertown Savings Bank, our sponsors for our racing action here tonight at the Canadian Speedway.
There it is. 39. Isn't that Bartlett?
Yeah. Dunn's moving up fast.
Yeah.
Well, look at our point standings in our Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358 modified coming into tonight's racing action.
He's
Billy
up
Dunn,
around
your
seventh.
point leader with 486.
7th or 8th,
Fuller
maybe.
has 484, holding on to the second spot. Jordan McCready with 422.
Eighth.
Lance Willis 396. Jackson Gill, 394. Ryan Bartlett, 376. Tyler Meeks has 357. Sean Shaw, 345. Dylan Zacharias, 339. Preston Ford will round out the top 10 with 331. Luke Fuller's got 329. Jeff Sykes, 314. Joel Hall, 286. Andy Howard, 263.
White flag.
RJ Tressiter, 262 in the 15th spot. Cameron Black's got 253. Nick Webb, 247. Dan Bouchard, 228. Matt Woodruff, 226. And Kerry Durant has 226 also. So they'll round out the top 20 cars. Back behind them, Scott Webb, Mike Mandigo, Derek Webb, George Sanford, Robert Delormier, Tom Jock Jr., Double M, Mike Moresco, Max McLaughlin, Brent Cross, and George Foley. The track safety lights going off once again. 6 laps are complete. Mike Mandigo, been your leader since lap number 1, but he's got a hot shoe on the outside. That is Tim Fuller, the St. Lawrence Radiology GNR Auto Parts ride out of Edwards, New York. They'll go back to green on turn 4. They switch lanes off turn number 1 and 2, but Mandigo's going to hold the lead out of the backstretch. 3-car battle behind him. Jordan McCready went right through the middle. He got to the outside of Lance Willis. Now we got a bunch of cars getting together.
Yellow, yellow.
3 and 4. All the way up to the concrete wall.
Yellow, turn 3 and 4.
The 29J of Joel Hall. He is backed up on the concrete wall. The 27 of Dylan Zacharias also involved in that caution. A couple other cars were also involved. They were slipping and sliding around, but everybody got going back in the right direction. But these two guys are going to end up against the concrete over in turn number 3. So yellow flag immediately back out onto the speedway once again. Well, Mike Mandigo, the MMR Racing number 26, going to have to try to survive another restart here with Tim Fuller outside him. He did a great job that last time by. And there are 2 cars on the outside there. I thought it was just the 2. There's 3 cars over there. Joel Hall, one of the cars involved. Dylan Zacharias. You can see him out of his car. He's not real happy with Joel Hall right now. And then you see the 18W of Scott Webb stuff to the outside. Webb up on the concrete barrier with Joel Hall over in turn number 3. So they're going to continue to clean this up over in turn number 3. You see Scott Webb way up on top of the concrete wall. Joel Hall was running in the number 11 spot. Dylan Zacharias was 12th on that last restart. Scott Webb was a few cars back from those guys before that caution happened. He got caught up in it, and he's going to end up all the way on the outside, as we said, up against the wall in the FX Cabrera Harley Davidson Dig Spare Sportswear number 18, a W.
He's done.
Yep.
You got Joel Hall off there. You saw him just drive around the backside into the pit area in the 18W. You got guys from Van Tassel Towing over there helping the truck off so that we could get it fixed here at the track and get me back home. I really appreciate all the guys at Van Tassel Towing for hooking us up that night. Don't forget our 50-50 leaders are still making their way around the speedway. Our last time through, I should say. Remember last week we were at $1,450. We're going to try to get that back up there again tonight. Are you to see our 50-50 ladies? Hey, I mentioned that. Here they come down the front stretch. There they are, just a little ways to our left of the tower right here. You'll definitely want to get in on that here this evening. Our 50-50 drawing again tonight, brought to you by the good folks from the Miss Thousand Islands and Miss Adirondack Scholarship Program. Helping out with our 50-50 again here this evening. We want to thank them for getting involved and helping us. A lot of sheet metal damage to the backside of the web. Number 18, a lot of rear end damage, I should say. As you can see, they're going to start towing that car back towards the pit area. And some heavy damage to that. There's the Dylan Zacharias, number 27Z, the Thompson Motorsports ride. He's also backed up against the concrete barrier. Thompson got out of the car. He was not happy with Joel Hall. After that caution came out, he came over and had some words with Hall inside the race car.
Oh. After this, haven't we?
Do you see the Dylan
Two or
Zacharias,
three?
27Z, still sitting over here inside the turn at number 3. Back Lance Willits in the number 5 spot. Jordan McCready up to 6. Billy Dunn now up to the number 7 position. Jack Gill holding on to 8. 9th is Ryan Bartlett. Mad Max McLaughlin rounding out the top 10. Then it'll be Andy Howard holding on to the number 11 spot. Sean Shaw behind him. That's Jeff Sykes. Scott Webb, as you said, just in that accident, so he won't be there. George Foley, Tyler Meeks, Larry Welling, R.J. Tressiter, Luke Fuller, Tommy Jock Jr., Nick Webb, Derek Webb, Dan Bouchard, and George Sanford. This is the way they were running when that caution came out. Getting a look right now at the backside of the Dylan Zacharias number 27Z, heavy damage on the left rear of that car. Same thing as the Scott Webb car. They both look like identical damages on their vehicles as they both backed into that heavy concrete wall over there.
You should know better than back into it. Huh?
Yeah.
Beginning to roll again. They're parked down here on the front stretch now. The cleanup has concluded. They're going to start rolling off turn number 2 down the back stretch. Mike Manigo, your leader early going here, has lane choice, and it looks like he has decided to go to the outside of the speedway. Even though he got a great restart that last time on the bottom, he will elect the outside of the racetrack. I think he knows he's a little quicker up there than Fuller was on the bottom. Timmy Fuller normally likes to get to the outside of the speedway. So Manigo picking this outside lane in the MMR number 26 ride. Preston Forbes third in the R&R Automotive number 45R. The Purdy Paws Pet Service number 23 of Cameron Black on the outside of turn, or row number 2, I should say, not turn, row number 2, as we get ready to go back to green. Again, Tim Fuller started back in 13th, he's up to 2nd. Jordan McCready started 8th, he's up to the number 6 spot. Billy Dunn started 15th, Dunn all the way up into the number 7 spot, as these guys continue to work their way towards the front of the field. Ryan Bartlett started 14th, he's up to the 9th position, as we get ready to go back to green off turn number 3 and 4. Mike Manigo is going to regret taking that outside line on that restart. He got shoved to the top of the racetrack. Still lead off turn number 2. Lance Willis all the way up to the 2nd spot. Now he can already press the forward to the 45 bar down to the backstretch. Willis in his 3 Redemption Center 31, bottom of the speedway, gets underneath the 45. Building number 4 is done by high-rise construction right down the next one. The end of road 49, building done out of Watertown, goes right back to the bottom of the racetrack. The green is the top side, a little bit of a bobble, picks it right back up, down to the better run, right to the middle of the racetrack. Beginning to strengthen his lead out in front of the field. He'll take him down to turn number 3 and 4. Lance Wilson last time was 1.78 seconds back. They'll come down the front circle, energy line, down the back switch, and again, here comes George McCready in the number 28. He's going to close out this battle. He's really done now, comes to the bottom of the racetrack. Off to
Catch him tonight.
McCready now comes to the bottom of the racetrack. McCready trying to stick a nose underneath the number 49. Really done slamming the door shut. McCready they go out turn at number 4 this time, cross leg, halfway home this time, Big Jackson Hill into that number 15. Hill starts up the back in number 9. He just moved up to the top 5 now. As they go to turn number 3 and 4. Again, Preston Ford jumps to the outside of the racetrack, building up to the bottom. Right away, down the front stretch. We continue to watch this battle.
Fire to go next time, bye.
Huh?
So Fuller midway down the back
Yellow, yellow, turn 4.
Dan Bouchard takes up the wrong direction. Caution is going to come out onto the speedway.
They had him going good.
Well, Dan Bouchard got twisted around the knot column, turn number 3, caution flag is going to wave. Bouchard gets it fired back up, he'll drive back to turn number 3, the wrong direction, and then he'll make that hard left-hand turn around the wall. Well, Timmy Fuller had almost a 6.5 second Third would be Billy Dunn. Fourth is Preston Ford. Fifth would be Jordan McCready, followed by Jackson Gill as they get lined up one more time. Laps in, just 5 more to go here in the Whitesboro Ball Shop Dirt Car 358 modified. The St. Lawrence Radiology GNR Auto Parts number 19 of Tim Fuller able to get out to the lead on that last restart that he got underneath Mike Mandigo. Got out to the front, he said he led by about 5.5 seconds out in front of Lance Willis before that caution came out. Billy Dunn up to the third spot. Took him a while. He and Preston Forbes had a great battle going on. Then Dunn able to finally get by Jordan McCready, holding on to spot number 5. 6th spot is the number 60 of Jackson Gill. Gill been lightning fast here the last couple of laps, working his way up. Max McLaughlin started up in spot number 17. McLaughlin is up to the number 8 position
25 left?
In the Welling Motorsports number 21. So the white flag will be displayed to the field the next time
Not
around.
seen in this division yet. you
Yeah.
know?
So officially 19 laps, and I said 20 laps were complete. 19 laps complete, 6 more to go here. White flag being displayed to the field. We double them up one more time. Oh, my apologies, that will be a single file restart. Oh, Tim Fuller started 13th, trying to hold off the field. Lance Willis started 6th. He's got up to 2nd. He's going to be right there. He's been chasing him lap after lap. Billy Dunn started back to the number 15 starting position. He'll hold on to spot number 3 on this restart. Preston Forbes started outside row number 1. He's back up a couple of spots here. And that's the 28 of Jordan McCready. He started 8th. He's up to the number 5 spot, followed by Jackson Gill, who started 9th. And has worked his way up a couple of positions here as we get ready to go back to green. Over in turn number 4, waiting for Tim Fuller to pound the throttle. He'll jump on it right about there. Goes to the outside of turn number 2. Now Billy Dunn goes to the outside of Lance Willis. Dunn's going to take over spot number 2. And now we got the 2-point leaders front off the field off turn number 4. Here comes number 19. Mark Fuller just bring it down to the front. Jason Gill on the inside. Jordan McCready off turn number 2. Down to the next one. McCready takes over spot number 4. McCready up to number 4 spot. That's the final back over. 31 Mike Mandigo behind him, Tyler Meeks, and then a side-by-side battle. Behind them is the 29 of Jeff Sykes and the 39 of Ryan Garza. And up front, 82, working up front, the flip one down the backstretch. Fuller trying to pull him in, and now there goes Jordan McCready to the outside of Lance Willis. Down to turn number 3 and 4. McCready up to the number 3 spot. Drives all the way outside. Willis right back to the bottom and takes the spot right back again. McCready is outside. He's got a high for the White flag is out. Just 4 more turns of the wheel. Out the front stretch. Jimmy Fuller down to turn number 1 and 2. Billy Dunn trying to reel him in. But they're going to turn number 2 for the final time. man to go in ninth. Ryan Bartlett got to the number 10 spot.